To make a graph using Google, you will need to start by opening a new Google Sheet. Next up, we want to enter the values. So for example, if I want to make a graph, and this is my axis, Y always goes sky high. So Y is the axis that goes up, and X is the axis that is horizontal. So that would mean the first column is always X, and the second column is always Y. So if I enter some values, I'm just making up some random values here, and I enter some for this axis. When I make a graph, X-axis, the horizontal one, should be these values. So now what I do is I highlight those values, insert chart. All right, here we go. So X-axis down the bottom, Y-axis on the top. On the right-hand side here, I can change features of my graph. For example, when I click on Customize, I can change the chart title. So for example, I can put number of items in World Wars. I can also label my axes, so horizontal axes, that being X-axis. We can change all kinds of information about that. We can add in a legend. So all of your customized options are here. Remember that you always must have a title, an X-axis, and a Y-axis. So I can go with type, I can say horizontal axis, so I might type in here number of wars, and I could go to the vertical axis and say number of fatalities. Right. I've just made up these values, but you'll gather yours from a website. I can then also click on the chart, move it to its own sheet to see a nice big version of it, and I can save the image that will download a copy for me. And that's how you make a graph. You can also change the type of chart. If I click on Edit Chart, I can say it should be a line graph. I can scroll down and say it should be a pie chart. So you can change the type of graph as well.